so if you haven't, let's just finish off shaking the hands, shaking the body, and coming to a standstill. Your tingling hands, you can place them anywhere on the body that you might need some comfort, some love, some healing. Close your eyes and just feel that energy moving from the hands to the body. Acknowledging that you have it in you to heal yourself. You have everything you need. And gently exhale. Let your hands come down. And like I mentioned before, we'll be practicing a more advanced version of the abdominal breath or the deep breathing. This time we're going to breathe deep down, further past the abdomen area into the pelvic bowl. And we're going to be contracting our pelvic floor muscles, so squeezing them tight and then lifting them up on the exhalation. It's in yoga, it's referred to as the root lock. We'll be engaging what we call the mula bandha. And it can be challenging because it's a muscle that we don't use all the time. If you're not practicing it, if you haven't practiced it before, it might be maybe the first time that you're using it. So it's going to be challenging. However, like I said in the last class or in the last session, that we need to challenge ourselves. We need to challenge our bodies in a safe way, and we need to challenge the mind. So again, if it becomes a struggle, if it's too much, then simply let it go and connect to your breath. Just do the deep breathing. Alright, so we'll begin with those belly breaths. And just to be clear, the pelvic floor muscles, that's you can think about the skin, or the muscle just above the skin between the anus and the sex organs. So that thin layer of skin that's there, that muscle right on top is what we're going to try to engage. So take a breath in and out. And notice your normal breathing with your eyes closed or open. Let's notice your inhales and your exhales. And begin deepening your breath. Start lengthening your inhalation to the abdomen and maybe lower. So get that sensation from now of what it feels like to breathe into the low belly, into the pelvic bowl. The breath pressing against your pelvic floor muscles almost. And exhale gently at your own pace, however you like for now. We're just focusing on the inhalation. Getting the breath all the way down, almost as if you want to reach for the floor or for the earth with the breath. Nice deep inhalation and exhale out slowly and gently. Again, inhaling and following that inhalation from the nostrils all the way down past the navel to the pelvic bowl, reaching for the core of the earth, breathing into the earth. Expanding, the bones of the pelvis expand, the skin expands, the pelvic floor muscle presses down, and exhale whenever you're ready, nice and slow. Next, we're going to focus on the exhalation. So breathe in deeply as you have been doing. Fill up, expand in the pelvic area. And on the exhalation, squeeze that muscle, that pelvic floor muscle, tighten it. And then as you start exhaling, as you continue exhaling, lift almost like you're drawing it up close to you, moving it away from the earth as you exhale all the breath out of your body. Inhale once you're done, expanding, filling up all the way down to the pelvic floor. On an exhalation, squeeze your pelvic floor muscle and lift up, using that energy to squeeze the breath out of the body. Inhale at the top, make sure you get some nice breath into the body. Don't rush it, take it nice and slow. On the exhalation, engage, squeeze and lift. The low belly will automatically draw in, and then you squeeze some more so you let all the breath out. And inhale, relax. So there's a little bit of it. I'm going to add a little visualization to help you. So you can imagine a flower, but I like to imagine a flame resting in the pelvic bowl area, maybe right over the pelvic floor muscle. When you inhale, you feed that flame oxygen so it gets wider, it expands, and it warms the pelvic bowl. It's a very gentle flame. When you exhale, you're lifting that flame and it gets taller. It lifts up past the navel center, past the heart center, past the back of the throat, all the way through the crown of the head. So if you'd like to, if you think it will make it easier, let's use that image and do 3 more of those deep belly breaths. You can close your eyes or keep them open. Take a breath in, all the way to the flame in the pelvic bowl, causing it to warm and widen the pelvic bowl. The flame spreads, gets nice and big, a beautiful glow. And on the exhalation, squeeze your pelvic floor muscles, lift up. As you lift the flame up past the navel, past the heart center, past the throat, out through the crown of your head. Inhale, breathing into the flame at the pelvic floor, expanding and widening. Exhale, engage your pelvic floor muscles, squeeze and keep that engagement as you lift your flame up past the navel, the heart center, out through the crown of the head. One more like that. Inhale. Warm and widen, feed your flame, get it nice and big and bright. And on the exhalation, engage your pelvic floor muscles, squeeze and lift. Getting that root lock going as you lift the flame up, out through the crown of the head. And inhale, relax. So we did about 6 of those breaths. I'll invite you now to take 5 more deep breaths, either your belly breaths or you can try 5 more of those abdominal breaths. When you engage your low belly on the exhalation, you are also tightening and engaging your abdominal muscles. We use this breath in CSV yoga to do our core strengthening exercises. So you can just strengthen your core if you do this breath properly and with a little more engagement. Right now we're just sitting and relaxing, so it's not as strong as when we would use it in a class. Okay, so let's begin. Start with your inhalation and exhale. After 5, you can continue breathing at your own pace, taking your time to feel the effects of the breath in your body. When you're ready, you'll open your eyes, or you can continue with your breath work or go into meditation. I hope you enjoyed this practice and keep practicing.